Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Lecture Soul. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual bitch putting everybody on. What I intend to do is to teach people that God and Jesus and the universe coexist as one. Now before I get started with the video, really quick guys, there's thunderstorms really bad in the background, so if you do hear thunder, that's why. But today in this video, what we are going to be talking about is imposter syndrome within the law of assumption or just in general. If you are a conscious manifestor or whatever it is that you are manifesting, I need you all to remember and to know that you deserve everything that you are manifesting for yourselves, and that you should never feel like you do not deserve the things that you want, that you have not worked hard to manifest these things, that you have not put in the work to get them. Like, listen, I've had my big fat fair share of having imposter syndrome for a very long time. I didn't even know that I had it, which, if you guys don't know, the definition for imposter syndrome is the condition of feeling anxious and not experiencing success internally despite being high performing in external objective ways. So it's basically when you doubt your abilities, you feel like you're a fraud. You also feel like the successes that you have earned, that you don't deserve them. And I feel like this is a huge thing that is very low key, like very overlooked, in the way that sometimes we literally hold ourselves back from manifesting the things that we want because we feel like we don't genuinely deserve them. We sometimes feel like we have to have had a different way as to how we got these things. Oh, it was too easy for us. All I did was change my mind. How is it fair that I got what I wanted so quickly? Like, that is never going to be the energy that you should be putting out, especially as a conscious manifestor, someone who uses the law of assumption to your advantage. You deserve to feel good about every single thing that you are manifesting in your favor, and you need to stop letting this shit be the reason that you don't get what you want. Because as I was saying, with me experiencing this myself, oh, I can tell you guys like a whole damn list, like a novel full of things that I did not willingly manifest for myself because I felt like I didn't deserve them. Or even when I did get what I wanted, I would dead ass backtrack on everything that I manifested for myself in the most unfortunate way possible, because that's never going to be the way that you should be living or thinking. But it was the reality for me at one point. I overcame that, and I'm very happy that I did, which is why I'm here to help you guys out within overcoming your own, because no one deserves to feel that way. No one deserves to feel like they don't deserve what they want. No one deserves to feel like they are not worthy of everything that they have going on for themselves, including you. Do not doubt your abilities. Do not doubt what you got going on. Like, you are that bitch for a reason. It is non-negotiable, not lightly said. You need to know this stuff, okay? So with that being said, before we get started with the video right now, peep the background music that I'm playing today. Just like I've been mentioning within a few of my videos, I need to let y'all know that we have a new playlist up in here for meditative sounds. If you do like to meditate, if you have trouble sleeping, if you like to visualize you having your desires, whatever it is that you got going on for yourself in regards to feeling that peace and serenity that everyone deserves to be feeling, go ahead and get into it. You feel me? Like, listen to the music, feel it up, do what you gotta do. Play it right before you go to bed, just like I do, whatever it is. But feel free to download or save this playlist to your phone so that you can really enjoy the benefits of it all. Because like I'm saying, so in my own experience, listening to this playlist right here, all the way up for me. And it's gonna be the same way for you, because it really is a good feeling, a good vibe, a good everything. The link to that will be down below. Go ahead and save. But regardless of that, now we can get started with the video right now so that we can get to talking about how to overcome this imposter syndrome that you do not have, because no one deserves to be feeling this way in any way, shape, or form. And even if you don't know the name of you feeling this way, which is imposter syndrome, you don't need to put a label on it or anything. I'm just saying the name verbally like this because I do remember making a video about feeling like you are worthy of having your desires, where you feel like you don't deserve what you want, but I want you all to feel like you do deserve what you want. In this, it's more of giving it a name. So now we understand what's going on, because when I figured it out for myself that this was what I was experiencing and feeling for many years, it became so much easier for me to overcome it, because I was like, okay, so this is something that's somewhat normal in the minds of some, but we're gonna move away from that, obviously, because it's just not it, period. It really is not. So the first things first when it comes to dealing with imposter syndrome is that you might be somebody who is naturally an overachiever. Maybe you're someone who really sets really high expectations on yourself. Maybe you're the kind of person who says, by next Friday I'll have $100 in my wallet, and if you don't have the $100, you're gonna be really mad at yourself. You're gonna feel like you failed yourself. You're gonna feel like you were not worthy or powerful enough to manifest the $100. When in reality, what's going on here is you're setting a whole bunch of pressure on yourself to manifest this $100 by the end of next week, because you think that if you don't, you will not be proven that you have have the amount of power that you actually do. First things first is that if you are someone who thinks this way, like in regards to any desire, not just about money, like anything at all, if you are the kind of person who says, I need to manifest this, and if I don't manifest it, I'm not worthy, like I can't do this, you need to stop ASAP, because you are only hurting yourself. For one, yes, you are the most powerful person regardless. Like it doesn't matter if you thought that you could or you couldn't manifest by next week. The whole point is that yes, you are firmly that powerful within yourself. That is the most important thing. You have to remember this. The second thing is that you forcing desires to come into your reality by the end of next week solely to prove to yourself that you can do this, that is something that you can do. Like if you are someone who wants to test the water, let me see if I can manifest this and that, whatever, to prove to myself that I can manifest more, that's completely fine and normal. But there's a difference between telling yourself, if I don't manifest this by next week, it's over for me, and you just testing the waters, you feel me? And that was more of my thought process, where I was like, if I don't manifest this, I'm a failure, I can't do this. And then, you know, with all the pressure that I had, I ended up not manifesting it because I was checking the 3D, I was thinking too hard about it, I was contradicting what I was manifesting, like I was doing too much that I wasn't supposed to be doing. And that right there is what made me feel so inadequate. That is what I don't want you to feel or experience, because you guys have to remember the simplicity behind manifesting everything that you want. Manifesting everything that you want is a very easy thing to do. I don't care what you've heard, what methods you think you should be doing to manifest under this full moon or not. Like I don't care about any of that shit, because none of that matters at all. The only thing that matters is that you're setting your intention on something, you're telling yourself you're gonna get that thing, you're gonna stick to that thing, and then you're going to manifest that thing because you are okay girl, because you are in want of that thing. You want that thing, so you deserve that thing, period. You have to understand that that's all there is to it. So upon you understanding that it really is this simple, why in the world would you ever think that this universe, one, wants to punish you, wants you to feel like you have to go upside down, left and right in order to get what you want? Why do you feel like you do not have enough power to manifest that thing? Who is telling you that you cannot get up and make more? Like who the fuck is lying to you? Because it's definitely yourself, if anybody else. You know that you are lying to yourself, because you are more than capable of manifesting the $100 by next week, or the Lamborghini that you want, whatever it is, you are capable of manifesting all of it regardless. So stop putting yourself on this insane thought process where you're telling yourself that you can't, that this, like it does not matter. Keep it simple, okay? That was one of the most important things that I had to remember for myself, because guys, like I've said numerous times on this channel how much I used to overcomplicate the law. I used to overthink every single aspect of it. I would do the most unintentionally, of course, like I never wanted to, but I felt like I didn't deserve anything that I wanted, okay? That was really like the whole thing. I would set really high expectations on myself, like I have to manifest this, that, the whole world by the end of next week or by tomorrow or today. And if I don't manifest those things, that means that I can't manifest at all. That is not the truth. You have to remember that even if it is the entire world that you do want, it is not too high of an expectation. Like me just saying that it was a high expectation for myself was because I didn't even have faith in the fact that I could manifest a penny. Now I'm over here purposely hurting myself because I'm like, if I don't manifest the world, then I am a failure. Don't do that to yourself. If you know that you're someone who needs to take it slow, please take it slow. Do what you have to do. Applaud yourself for even being able to set your intention on having that desire alone, because even you saying I want what I want and I'm gonna get it and that's it, that right there is something that is very admirable. You know, right then you might think to yourself, oh, but it's just me setting my intention, like who really cares about that? Listen, you setting your intention is the first step. You're getting your foot through the door, and then after that everything else is gonna come pouring in. That is still a very beautiful thing, and I had to learn that for myself, to applaud myself for even trying in the first place, because right then and there with imposter syndrome, it's really easy for you to be like, you didn't try hard enough, you didn't give it your all, you didn't do what you had to do. But in reality, yes, you did. You were putting your all into it. You were doing what you had to do. You were literally exerting all of your power into everything that you got going on. How could this not be something to be proud of? And even if you are also somebody who maybe you feel like you didn't try your full best, like you knew that you could have done more, that is okay as well. That does happen too. And that right there is also something that comes with imposter syndrome, where you do set these high expectations for yourself to manifest or whatever, but you're still purposely not putting in your all because you're terrified of the result of you actually getting it. That is another huge thing that really fucked with me for a very long time. I knew that I wasn't trying my best. I knew that I was intentionally checking the 3D. I knew that I was doing things that I wasn't supposed to be doing because I was so afraid that if I got what I wanted, that one, I was gonna fuck it up by overthinking it, by telling myself that I don't deserve it, that it's not gonna last, whatever else. And number two, generally feeling like I just didn't deserve it. I was not worthy of it. If I really wanted it, that it was gonna take a lot for me to get it, even though I knew how simple the law was. I knew how easy it was to do. I knew how how easy it was to put to my advantage, but I was still trying to overcomplicate the things that I was not supposed to be overcomplicating. If you find yourself in this position where I'm telling you how I felt, what I went through, how inadequate I felt in regards to me manifesting everything that I wanted, I need you all to remember how important it is to take a break, to take it slow. Because the way that I overcame this for myself was by remembering that I am one, I am human, okay? Yes, I am a god, bitch. We're all gods. We already knew that. But we do have human emotions. We feel what we feel. We've had our experiences, whatever it is, literally whatever it is. We've been through some things though. It is normal for you to wonder if you can't do this. It is normal for you to wonder if it is possible. It is normal for you to think about the limiting things here in regards to what it is that's going on around you, because again, we have grown up in a very logical world. What is not normal though is that upon you knowing that you are thinking of these logical, limiting things, that you are also implementing that into your reality. You're not supposed to keep that with you. You're only supposed to observe the fact that you know that this is real. You know that these things were things that people dealt with, whatever else, but it's not real to you. You're not claiming it to be real to you. It is your choice and chance in that moment to not put it on a pedestal where you are telling yourself that the limits are above you, that you can't do what you want to do, that it will take a long time for you to manifest it. No, it won't. No, it will not, unless you say that for yourself, but you don't want that. You want to be very wise about what it is that you're telling yourself, because you are human at the end of the day. Despite you being a wonderful God, which of course you are the most powerful person, you have to be gentle with yourself. Remind yourself that you are doing what you have to do. Remind yourself that you've tried your best. Remind yourself that you can continue on strong and that you will. And also remind yourself that when you do end up manifesting that wonderful desire into your reality, that it will be something that you will naturally and normally accept, just like you've seen the people around you accept their desires into their reality. You are not different from that. You're not someone who lacks in that way. You're not someone who needs to be excluded from it because, oh, I'm the only one who can't get what I want. No, you are still heavily included in this. The only person that would be excluding yourself is yourself, but you're not going to do that to yourself because you know better than that. You need to be wise about what you are telling yourself, what you are consuming mentally speaking. Because if you yourself are not there for yourself, you're always going to be in the air. Your mind is always going to be up in the air wondering about all these different things going on around you. Because for myself, I remember when I did not have a very strong foundation within myself. I remember thinking about all the limits, thinking about how hard it was, thinking about if I get what I want, I'm definitely gonna fuck it up. Like that was an implemented thing, basically going to be manifested once it did come to me, all that stuff. But then I also realized that me not having that strong foundation, basically a strong self-concept, that it was only keeping me up in the air continuously, like I was floating around always. I needed to hold myself back down and pull myself back down to earth. Being so up in the air is only okay when you're dreaming big, but if you're going to be going against yourself big time like that, do not be all up in the air like that. Like there's no need for all that thinking. You have to understand that everything that you want, you do 110% fucking deserve. This is the most important thing out of this entire video. I need you to remember this because your self-concept will teach you and will show you that, because your self-concept is going to make sure that you know that you are 110% worthy of every single thing that you got going on for yourself. If you tell yourself, I got this, I got that, yes I do, I deserve that. Even if it's the entire world, I deserve that. I especially deserve it actually, because it is the entire world. You got to let yourself be reminded, like remind yourself consistently. Anytime that you feel these feelings of inadequacy or like you don't deserve it or like you're a failure or a fraud, you are not any of those things. Please stop feeding yourself the idea that you might be, because you are hurting yourself way more than you are helping yourself. If it is not something that you would be telling your best friend whenever they feel low about themselves, why in the world would you tell yourself that? If your best friend is over here telling you that they feel like they can't do what they want to do, that this is impossible, that I feel like I'm such a failure, I got what I want and yet I'm still not happy, whatever, you're not gonna sit there and be like, damn, yeah, you got it bad, girl. Like, no, you're gonna be like, bitch, yes you do. You deserve the entire world. You deserve everything. Everything that you want, you got because you manifested it. Like, you're gonna tell them because you love them and care about them. You want them to feel good about themselves. You don't want them to feel like they are slacking or lacking or limited in any way, because you wouldn't want to hear that yourself. So don't be the person telling yourself that. And this is also why I think imposter syndrome is a little tricky. It's because it really is a competition with yourself, but not in a good way. It's like an egotistical battle where you're telling yourself you don't deserve this, I want this but I can't have it, I manifested this but it's gonna be gone by tomorrow. Like, babe, stop fucking yourself up on purpose. It is still a choice at the end of it all, even if you think it's a force bigger than you. I used to be that way. I remember thinking that this feeling was something that took over me and I couldn't do anything about it. I can't. I just can't. No, I can't. Yes, the fuck I could. Like, get up out the victimization mindset and let yourself thrive. See yourself thrive. Get up and keep it pushing. You are not a victim in a reality that you own. Like, oh my goodness. Do you understand what I'm telling you? You own this reality. This is not said lightly. You are fully and completely and utterly in control in every way, shape, and form. How could you ever think that you are not worthy of every single thing that you got going on for yourself? Who told you that ugly ass lie? Because you know damn well you're not telling yourself the truth. It was you who lied to you. But now you know better because I'm telling you what the truth is. If you want what you want, you need to know that that thing wants you 10 times more. You need to know that that wonderful house and car or person that you manifested are all things that you deserve. And you need to remember that if there is anything else that you want to manifest in the future, that you will be able to, and you will be very happy doing so, because this is your life. Because you're not gonna fuck around about it. Like, this is your life. Stop playing with your power. No syndrome could ever have a hold on you to the extent of keeping you in one single place, and you, as the main character, better not be allowing shit to keep you feeling that way. It is your responsibility, your duty, your call. Maybe you gotta take it one day at a time, one thought process at a time. That's completely okay, but you better be working on that shit. Because the last thing that the most limitless person in this reality should be thinking is that they are limited in any way and that they do not deserve the things that they have oh so limitlessly manifested in their favors. Like, listen to what I'm saying. I speak this way for a reason. It's because I know, and I need y'all to know just as much as I do, because this is not something to play around with. This is your power we're talking about here. Be wise about it. Know who you are. Love yourself. Be okay with having it all. No syndrome could ever get you down. You better get the fuck up. Imposter syndrome who? Imposter bye bitch. That's it. That is it. That's all there is to it. Remember what I'm telling you here. All right, my love? All right. Because that's basically it for my video today. Thank you all so much for watching my video. I truly and genuinely appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, from the depths of my very soul, whatever. I just truly appreciate it with everything. Thank you all for learning from me, and thank you all for all of the love. Truly speaking, I appreciate it more than anything. I intend that this video helped you out to the best of its ability, and I know that it did because wait a fucking minute. Like, what are you doing to yourself? We're not gonna sit here and claim having imposter syndrome in the way that we're going to scare away our desires. Oh my god, we don't deserve it. Oh my god, it's not gonna make me happy. Oh my god, I don't give a fuck what's going on through your mind. Whatever it is that you're telling yourself, you gotta stop it, because you are lying. You're lying, you're lying, you're lying. Like, you're lying. You are lying to yourself. Your self-concept will come through to make it known to you that you do deserve everything that you want, but that is why working on your self-concept is so important. It's because it keeps you from having moments like these where you feel like you are completely incapable of doing it all. Of course you're completely capable, but you need to know that for yourself. And I will tell you guys that my imposter syndrome bullshit, whatever from the past, really got better once I decided to work on my self-concept consistently speaking. You know, it's not something where you tell yourself one day, oh yeah, I feel so good about myself, I can do this, whatever, and then the next day you're like, nah, I can't. Like, you have to keep up with yourself. If you're telling yourself that you're that bitch, you better be believing tomorrow that you're that bitch too. And if you don't believe it by tomorrow, you gotta keep telling yourself that you are until you do believe it. You gotta be on your own side. You gotta be there for yourself. You gotta be doing everything that you gotta do to make yourself as happy as you wanna be in this reality, because this reality belongs to you. And if it belongs to you, you better be sure that you are manifesting everything that you want with no guilt within your heart and your soul telling you that you don't deserve what you want, because you absolutely do in every way, shape, and form. I don't care what it is. You know exactly what you're doing. You discovered the law. That is a blessing within itself. You should be thanking the Lord, thanking the universe, aka thanking yourself because you are God in the universe. But you know, thanking everything, knowing that you have discovered something so simple that you're able to manifest at your pace whenever you want, all this stuff. You literally found the cheat code. Why should that make you feel bad? Why should you feel bad because you know exactly what you know? What you should be doing now is manifesting everything that you want and helping others do the same for themselves, because this is a limitless reality. We're not meant to be living here limited on one side, not limited on the other. Absolutely not. Limitless everywhere, okay? And that includes within your mind, within everything that you've manifested for yourself. Be proud of yourself. You did that shit. You manifested that using your words, using your mind, using your tongue, like everything. You did it all. Using yourself, using the tools that came with your body that you were born into this lifetime. You have to be proud of yourself because you did that shit in every way, shape, and form. And if someone like you could do this, a God as beautiful as you, the main character, the creator, the operant power, the God of your reality, if you could manifest exactly what you have manifested and be proud of that, you should be doing exactly that and continuing on strong, manifesting the rest of the world very proudly in the palms of your hands, knowing that you did that shit yourself because you could. This is not a lifetime that you're supposed to be wasting feeling bad about what you're doing, feeling guilt, shitting on yourself, or disregarding anything that you've manifested, this is a lifetime to be celebrated in regards to everything that you have manifested. If it does not make you feel good, it is not something that you're supposed to be a part of. And I think that that is also another very important thing when it comes to dealing with this, is remembering that those feelings are not real. They're not meant to be with you. They're not authentic. They're not helpful. They're not useful. They are fake and ego-fucking-tistical, and they have nothing to do with you by choice, because you are not going to allow for them to have something to do with you. You have to be above and beyond that. This is your life. Like, oh my goodness, this is your life. Do you really want to spend your years wondering if you really could manifest this? Do I really deserve this? What if I scare it away? Why are you thinking that fucking hard? Think about right now and think about today. Think about the fact that you manifested what you want today, that is not going anywhere tomorrow because tomorrow hasn't even come yet, and that you do have it all right now. Like, be happy within what you got going on right now, the entire world. You earned it, you made it happen, and it's only going to continue to be yours, but you have to know that yourself. Stop freaking out, stop flipping over, stop thinking so hard, stop doing the most. Just let yourself enjoy what you got going on. You deserve this upside down, left fucking right, and diagonally too, ho. Like, come on, man, come on. You know exactly what you're doing, and I believe in you. Believe in yourself just as much as I do. Truly speaking, you can do this, and no syndrome out here could ever mess with that. Nope, not one. Promise you that, because there are none in your reality. But all right, my love, you got this in the bag. I believe in you. I knew that you could do this, but did you know that you could do this? Of course you do, because you are thriving in every way that the main character is supposed to be thriving in, period. That's it. All right, my love, thank y'all so much again for watching my video. I truly and genuinely appreciate it. May God bless you always, and please take care, everybody. And remember firmly that the last thing that's ever gonna hold you is a fucking imposter syndrome. Fuck is that? Who is that? Fake? Literally imposter. Fake. Fake, 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 fakety fake. Nothing to do with you, because you're a real ass bitch. And as a real ass bitch, you're going to get what you want. You're gonna do it effortlessly. You're gonna be happy while doing it. And you're going to make sure that everything is in your bag right here, right now, because you said so, and that's it. Sitting around and feeling bad about what you got going on is like feeling bad because it's raining. Like, who the fuck cares? It's raining. Like, it's gonna rain. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna pass. It'll be fine. Stop worrying so hard about what you got going on. That's all there is to it. If you have decided on something, it is meant for you. And the last thing that you should be doing is consciously working against it because you want to question if it really is meant for you. But what if I have to do this? But what if that? But what if this? But what if all my hard work doesn't pay off? What do you mean? Of course it will, first. But number two, you don't even have to put in the hard work, which is where you really need to get off your own back. Because just because manifesting is effortless doesn't mean that it needs to be harder than this to prove to you that you really did work for what you wanted. Like, if you are someone who likes to take action while manifesting, that is entirely your choice, and I applaud you, because as a Capricorn, that is very admirable. But personally speaking, and amongst other people as well, if we can manifest what we want using our thoughts, like, we're gonna do that, and there's nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't feel bad about that. You shouldn't feel bad because you manifested money that your parents had to work really hard for. You shouldn't feel bad because you only tried half as hard as these people who worked their asses off to get what they wanted. Like, it has nothing to do with you, so stop comparing yourself. If you made it happen, be proud. That's all there is to it. Just be proud of yourself. You are that bitch, and I could not be prouder of you. And you are never going to allow for anyone or anything, including especially yourself. Tell yourself that you don't deserve what you want, or that your desires are going to go away because they're not going anywhere, or even to shit on the power that you hold. Absolutely not. If it's not uplifting you, you better stop it. You better stop it right now. Because as someone who has learned to stop it right now for myself, my life has drastically changed for the better. I feel better. I know that I deserve everything that I want. I'm no longer afraid that I'm going to scare away my desires, because the only person with the power to scare them away is myself. And just like I was so afraid of scaring them away, I could have been super confident in keeping them. So I learned to embrace the other half. That's all there is to it. I promise you, it really is. Keep it simple. I know that y'all can do this. Fucking imposter. Remember who you are. The real thing, the real deal. The most authentic motherfucker out here. We been knew that though. Bye. Imposter syndrome is not real because you are a real ass bitch, period. And upon you being the realest out here, no one and nothing could ever make you feel like less. Nothing could ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. Nothing has the power to take away what you got going on for yourself as the main character. And if you are somebody who is dealing with this currently, please do remember that those feelings are not authentic to who you are. Despite what you are feeling or telling yourself, you are still a very, very powerful person. You are still completely capable in every way that there is to be capable. You are capable in all of them. You have to be the person though to remind yourself of these things, because in order to get out of something like this, you have to be willing to help yourself and not shit on yourself because you think that you deserve to feel that way. You don't. As someone who did did feel that way for a very long time, I can tell you that it gets you nowhere. You don't get any closer to getting what you want. You only end up running in circles in the same BS. I can't get what I want. I can't get what I want. I can't get what I want. Oh my God, I got it. Wait, I lost it. No, bitch. Like, we're not doing that. You're either in the state of I have it all or in the state of I don't have it all. But either way, you are choosing something, and you better be choosing the option that is going to best suit your reality, which is the fact that you do have it all right here, right now. That's all there is to that. If you really do love yourself as much as you say that you do, and we both know damn well that you absolutely do, you better be living your life as authentically as the version of you loving yourself would. Because someone who doesn't love themselves is going to proudly claim the fact that they can't do anything. I don't deserve this. I worked really hard, but I don't. Why the fuck would you not deserve it? Listen to yourself. Listen to what you're telling yourself. If you studied for that test and you ended up getting an A, be proud of that. If you manifested the A, be proud of that. It's not something for you to take away from because you think that you didn't work hard for it. Yes, you did. You putting in the thought process to making it happen, that right there is hard work. You made it happen. As easy as it is still work. And you should still be very proud of yourself for that simple reason. I know that y'all can do this, and I know damn well you're not going to let anyone or anything block you away from getting what it is that you want, so you better not be the reason that you're not getting what you want. You're not going to be the reason that you don't feel worthy enough. You're not going to be the reason that you hold yourself back from having it all because you think that you don't deserve it. Yes, you do, and you're not a fraud. You are real as hell. You are the realest bitch I've ever seen. Period. Just like I've been saying, it's not a joke. It is not a joke. And the quicker that you think about this like I am, the quicker your life will change for the ultimate better because it will have no other option but to. But it all begins with you. Make the right decision, live your best life, and let yourself have it all because you deserve it all, and that's final. Final. Fuck an imposter syndrome. We only fuck with real bitch syndrome, which we all got. Oops, achoo. Spread it onto you. The fuck? Live through that and watch your life become 10 times better because it already is. And wait, yes, you do deserve it. And what? You're gonna keep it right there because why? You do deserve it. Period. Okay. Damn. All right. Love you guys. Thank y'all for everything. Y'all got this. Bye.